Hey guys, welcome back to the Captain Show. Today we're going to be doing our predictions for Money in the Bank. Alrighty. First up, we're going to have the men's ladder match. Honestly, I think that there's only three competitors in this match that have a chance at winning. The competitors are Damian Priest, Butch, Santos Escobar, LA Knight, Shinsuke Nakamura, Logan Paul, and Ricochet. And out of those seven guys, I think there's only like three, maybe four that have a chance at winning it. I think LA Knight is probably the favorite to win it. I think Damian Priest is maybe second favorite to win it, and Logan Paul. The fourth one that's a possibility is Butch. Besides that, those are the only 3/4 people I can see winning it. Santos Escobar, nope, not winning it. Shinsuke Nakamura and Ricochet, they have a little feud going on that I don't think that they're going to be getting any main event championship match anytime soon. Sad to say, but I think that Damian Priest, LA Knight, and Logan Paul are the only ones that can see the main event if they wanted to. They're already at that level. Who I want to win. Honestly, I want the sleeper, the dark horse, to be Butch and win this one. My prediction though is LA Knight. I think LA Knight or Damian Priest are the only viable options for this match. I think that it's gonna be LA Knight or Damian Priest are gonna win it, but my favorite to win it is Butch. Next up we have Gunther versus Matt Riddle. I think that they're taking Matt Riddle a little bit more serious, but I think that Gunther is definitely retaining, and I would like Gunther to continue to retain. He's got a great reign going so far, and it's going to be a great matchup between them, I think. Next up, we have Cody Rhodes versus Dominic Mysterio. I think that Cody Rhodes is going to win. I think there's no doubt in anyone's mind that Cody's going to win. The only way that I can see Dominic winning is if Brock Lesnar interferes during the match. I think that Cody Rhodes is going to win and Brock Lesnar is going to interfere after the match, but the only way Dominic is going to win is if Brock Lesnar interferes during the match. Next up, we have the women's Money in the Bank matchup. And honestly, my favorite to win this is probably Zelina Vega. I think that just she can hit the main event. Like, she's been there once before, and I definitely think that she can get back there and definitely compete for it, Because the other women in this match, they already have feuds going on that kind of make sense. And yes, the briefcase would make their feuds have a little bit more meaning, but their feuds already are going so good. Io Sky and Bayley, if either one of them win, that automatically propels them up a little bit more. I think that Io Sky would win it over Bayley, and it would make Bayley jealous and just continuously cost Io Sky chance after chance for the championship. So, I mean, it can help their feud and their storyline of breaking up, but I don't think that they don't really need it, And then Trish with Zoe Stark and Becky, they don't truly need the briefcase to make it any more of a blood feud than it already is, I think that Zelina Vega is gonna go ahead and win it. The only thing that I can think of having someone else win it is because I saw this statistic that there's been no unsuccessful women's cash-ins versus men. There's been two, I think three, maybe something like that. So I think that this year may be the year that they have an unsuccessful cash-in. Maybe have Zoe Stark win it and Becky just cost her the match if she tries to cash in or something, or vice versa, have Io Sky win it and Bayley kind of turn on her when she tries to cash it in. But my choice for this matchup is going to be Zelina Vega. I think it'd be good for her to go ahead and hold the briefcase and have a longer hold on it, because a lot of the women Money in the Bank winners just cash it in the same night. The only one that actually held it for quite some time was Carmella, and I could see Zelina Vega holding it to that kind of extent, longer than just a few hours, Next up, we have Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler versus Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. I think that Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez are gonna go ahead and win this matchup, but this is probably not the worst match of the night of the card, but the one that's the least interesting. Because this title, there's no like story to bite into. The only story there is maybe the slightest bit of dropping seeds of Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez breaking up. Because Liv Morgan didn't lose the titles. She got injured, and Raquel Rodriguez and Shotzi lost them. But other than that, I think that Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler kind of like found their stance in the WWE right now. Like they're slowly building up and building back up. Because yes, Ronda was in the main event picture and everything, but she's had a reality check. Now she's doing good work in the tag team division. And this title can honestly go either way, back and forth and back and forth. So that's why I see Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez winning it, simply because they're the baby faces. But I would like Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler to retain, just so they can have some kind of worth to these championships. Next up, we have Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor. This match can go either way, honestly. A lot of people are saying like, oh, Finn's promo was amazing, but he's not winning. I beg to differ. I really think that it's a coin flip at this one, and I think that depending on who wins the men's Money in the Bank championship or briefcase, sorry guys, depending on who wins the men's Money in the Bank, I think it depends on who wins this. So if Damian Priest wins, I think Finn Balor will win the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. But I would not mind seeing Finn win it or Seth retain. It's really a coin flip, but I just know this is going to be a banger. My favorite to win it, I would want Finn to win it just so he can kind of like have that little last laugh because of the Universal title like 7 years ago. But honestly, I see Seth retaining. Next up, we have the Civil War of the Bloodline. Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa versus the Usos. This one, I honestly don't know how to predict it. It can go vice versa, either way. They could have Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa beat the Usos and just like kind of like put them back in line almost, like, hey, you got a little feisty there, but know your role. Or they could have the Usos win and just show like, hey, they have that kind of that bond, that connection, that chemistry, because they've been a tag team. They've been brothers for their whole life. They've been a tag team their whole career, basically. So I think that it's honestly just anyone's game. But I do think that they're going to take it down the storyline of the Usos winning. And I kind of want to see the Usos win. That's going to be my prediction, is the Usos are going to win. And I think that's my favorite to win. But oh my goodness, the storylines between these people. The Bloodline storyline is honestly gonna go down as probably the best storyline in WWE history to date. Not of the modern times, of all time. Probably the best, hands down. And I can't wait for it to continue, because I think that with the Civil War, it's like the beginning, like it's the end of the beginning parts. Like this whole 3 years that we've been watching the Bloodline grow, that's just the beginning, and we're just now getting to like the good, juicy parts to sink our teeth into. But oh my goodness, this is like, you guys know the meme. This is cinema. Like, this is legit cinema. I think the Usos are gonna go ahead and win it, and I think my match of the night is gonna go ahead and be Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor. I definitely see them taking this over and just putting on an all-star classic matchup. But other than that, this is my predictions for the Money in the Bank pay-per-view premium live event. Make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe, and go ahead and let me know your predictions on who's going to win every single match on this card. I'm Michael from the Captain Show. See you in the next one.